I never thought I'd say this, but I'm taking a mental health day. I can't believe it, but... And just to be clear, when I said I'm taking a mental health day, what I meant was I was getting out of the house. I actually just drove to a large shopping center about 45 minutes away from where I live, and I just wandered around. I just looked, browsed. The point was to just take my mind off of the house. I almost had like a mental nervous breakdown yesterday. Not really, but we've got I mean, this is like privileged people problems, but we've got a guy painting, pressure cleaning the house. We've got a domestic worker who's vacuuming, and it's just non-stop people working at the house. And that's where I try and do my work, where I try and do YouTube, and I need quiet. Can you imagine recording videos with constant noise? It's frustrating, and the frustration builds and builds. There's never a quiet moment. And I think also for my mental health, what I've done is I've actually deleted YouTube off my phone. I've deleted Instagram off my phone. I shouldn't even be recording now, you see, because now what I found is being on YouTube, having hit monetization, I never stop. I never stop thinking about it, thinking what content would go well, what I should do, how to improve. I should record this. Everything I think about, see and do, I think about women in the world, women over 40, and what would speak to us. And I think that would be good for another woman over 40. She would enjoy that. She might like that. And it's exhausting. And then I also feel this pressure to be an example, a leader. I'm just human. I am none of those things. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why someone would follow me. It's because I'm trying to be as real and as honest as possible. I don't always get it right. But I don't have all the answers. No one does. And this is what I have learned, which is a blessing. No one on YouTube, on social media, has all the answers. Even the experts are not experts. They're all just trying to say stuff to you that sells, that's clickbaity. Unfortunately, my illusions have been shattered. Well, maybe it's a good thing, actually. Maybe, fortunately, every YouTuber, no, not every, 90% of YouTubers are trying to sell you a course, a product, a book. They've got endorsements, they've got brand deals, or there's product sponsorship in the video. As of today, I'm still one of the rare ones who has none of that. I don't have a book to sell you. I don't have a course to sell you. I don't even have a website that I want you to click on. I don't have a Patreon. I don't even have a channel membership. What you see right now is what you get. If I do move into those areas, I will be very upfront and honest. Right now, I don't. And so what I've learned is that you have to be very careful when you're listening to YouTubers. Be very careful, because there's always an angle. Well, not always, 90% of the time there's an angle. It's either to be shocking, these clickbaity titles and thumbnails, and grab your attention, because the more eyeballs on the video, the more they get, the more the brand deal, the more. So unfortunately, the economic climate and the drive behind being on YouTube forces those of us who are on there, even if we were on there for a pure reason to begin with, we end up starting to promote ourselves, go in certain directions that are feasible. I mean, we all need to make a living. So even I have been pushed into this horrible cycle now of doing a lot of weight loss videos. And I mean, I can talk about weight loss all day long. I feel like I know the subject inside and out. It's fine. And it's not a bad topic, but it's so superficial that sometimes it makes me want to puke. Because it really, who the fuck cares whether you weigh 5, 10, 50, 100 kgs more? that doesn't affect who you are on the inside, and I know this, but all the thumbnails with my bikini clad figure, those are the ones that people click on. No one wants this raw, vulnerable, real stuff. So it does affect my mental health. It does make me question, but I also feel that if I'm not on YouTube, there's no chance of me positively influencing anyone. So I wasn't even supposed to work today. I'm supposed to just take a mental health break and take a day off. But already I was in a changing room in a store looking at myself, saw the cellulite on my butt, took a photo of it. So I cannot stop now. It's insane. So I don't know. I guess I'm not the only content creator who feels this way, but who would have thought at 45 I would be on YouTube creating content? I thought I was going to be an artist for the rest of my life. But it's really, really, really difficult. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's really difficult to make a living by selling art. And there's a false narrative in the world I fell for it. It said, find your passion, follow your passion, do what you love, and you'll never work a day in your life, which is utter bullshit. Some people do follow their passion, they make a success of it, and they make money. Great. Very rare though, because like when you turn your passion, your quote unquote passion, into a job, then your hobby or your passion becomes like work. So not that I was ever complaining. I loved what I did. I loved illustrating and making money. It was great. But it's very rare to do that for a living. Contract ended. And I felt like it was time for a change, hence the move onto YouTube full-time properly. I know there's cars in the background, but fuck it. I don't have my microphone here, so what are you going to do? This is just raw, real, honest. But the biggest lie that I was sold growing up was find your passion and you'll never work a day in your life. That's not true. Going back in time, if I could have, I would have said, keep your hobby as a hobby, enjoy it for what it is, don't make a living out of it. Well, if that happens, fine. But focus on what you can do to make money for money's sake. So you have your money-making thing, and then you do your passions and your hobbies outside of those hours. That's what I should have said to myself, and I should have done. I wanted this dream, this bliss, and I wanted to never feel like I was working. But of course, you're always going to feel like you're working when it's for money. Like YouTube now for me feels like work. Just like art used to feel like work when I was doing it for a living. Now, actually I haven't painted for a while, but now if I were to paint now, it would feel like fun again, because I would be doing it just for me. You can see my mental health is taking a toll. There's a lot going on. I've moved out of my house, in with my boyfriend last year. Moved my kid. 2016, my father passed away. 2018, my personal life crumbled. And again, there's been change. Then there was COVID. It's been a lot. I'm strong, but today I've needed a day off. We're all human. We all need just time off. And I don't even know if I'll post this. I might not. But yeah, today I've just, fuck it. If I don't take a day, and here I am making content, but this is more like a diary, online diary. And I feel so guilty to take a day off when I'm not really generating a steady income. The guilt eats me alive. But if I don't do it, I'm going to burn out. Well, there you go, raw and real.